Oh, sorry guys. What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a common sense test. It's a little loud though.
A common sense test that 88% of people
So that
can't
means
pass.
12%
Here
people
on Earth,
can.
humans are the most intelligent species around. We're self-aware, we can think critically, and we're incredibly inventive. But hey, don't let your head get too big. While you're probably super smart, your common sense may not be as sharp as you think it is. Don't believe me? See if you can answer these simple yet tricky questions. Don't forget that the answers may be right there in front of you. Remember to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe.
Share
Stay
bright
on the
side
bright side.
common sense test. And
One.
shout out to them.
Okay, let's
Thank
start
you.
with an easy one.
So
You have 5 apples in a basket and 5 people to distribute them to. How can you give an apple to each person while still leaving one in the basket?
give 4 of them the apples and leave one in the basket to give to them, to give to someone.
Does your head hurt yet?
No.
The answer is actually pretty simple. Just keep the last apple in the basket and hand the basket with the apple in it to the 5th person. 2. Listen carefully to these words. Imagine you're in an office building and everything around you is on fire. Just beyond the desk in front of you is a door, but flames are in front of it. How do you get out?
Jump over. You're in an office.
The answer? Well, stop imagining. The beginning of the sentence was, imagine you're in an office building. So the scenario wasn't even real in the first place. You were just imagining it. 3. How can a man go 8 days without ever hitting the hay?
Hitting the head. How can a man?
The same way you do. He sleeps at night. The same answer would apply conversely. If a man can go 8 nights without sleep, it's probably because he slept during the day.
Oh
Pretty
my gosh.
tricky, right?
I already got 2
4.
wrong.
Picture this. You live in a barn. While standing on the barn roof with one of your roosters, it lays an egg.
Roosters don't lay eggs.
Which direction does the egg roll?
I tell my friends this riddle all the time. It doesn't lay eggs. Roosters don't lay eggs. Roosters don't lay
The egg
eggs.
doesn't roll anywhere because there is no egg. Roosters don't lay eggs. Perhaps the bigger question is, why are you guys on the barn roof? 5. This next question will put your knowledge of marriage law to the test. Is it against the law for a man to marry his widow's sister?
No.
While it's not exactly illegal, it would sure be hard considering the fact that the guy is dead. A widow is the living spouse of a person who has passed away. Gotcha there.
I don't
didn't
even
I?
know what a widow means.
6. You may have to really rack your brain with this next question. What goes up and down over and over again, but never actually travels anywhere?
Oh gosh.
Do you give up?
Yes.
The answer is stairs. You go up and down stairs all the time, but the stairs are always in the same place. Unless, of course, you're talking about escalators, which are moving stairs. Okay, things are getting a little complicated here. 7. You'll love this question. It's all about money, honey. Do you know why
Money.
1968 pennies are more valuable than 1967 pennies?
They're worth more? How is this common sense? This is so hard.
Well, considering the fact that 1968 is just one digit higher than 1967, that makes the amount larger and therefore a smidge more valuable. The numbers are referencing the
I
amount of
count
pennies and not the year, like your brain probably thought. Generally, no matter what
Did I get
pennies
that
were
right?
manufactured,
Comment
they're
down
all
below
the
if I
same
got that
value.
one right. Number
1
7.
cent.
Comment down below if I got it right. If you can't comment,
8. Okay, you're all done
What?
reading the morning newspaper. You take out one page and fold it in half. How many more times can you fold it in half?
no more. Because it's already folded in half. You can't fold it in half again. It's going to be 4.
Can't come up with an answer? Well, you can technically only fold the paper in half once. If you continue to fold it, you'll be folding it into 4ths, then 8ths, then 16ths, then you get the idea.
Got it right.
Okay, now the questions are about to get a little trickier. Do you think you can handle it?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
put your common sense to the test.
Common sense. Okay, let's
9.
go.
This is Tom. Tom's dad has 5 sons named 10, 20, 30, and 40. Can you guess the name of the 5th son?
Tom. It's Tom. Tom's dad has 5 sons. Tom.
The answer was right in the question. The 5th son's name is Tom. The question said Tom's dad. After naming 4 of the sons, the 5th one must be Tom. 10. Which weighs more? 100 pounds of feathers or 100 pounds of bricks?
They weigh the same. Because they're both 100 pounds. They weigh the same. Even though feathers are lighter, if you get the same amount of pounds, it can weigh the same.
You're probably assuming bricks since they're obviously much heavier
It weighs
than
the
feathers.
same.
But if you look a little closer at this question, you'll see that the answer is right there. Both the feathers and the bricks weigh 100 pounds. It's the amount of feathers and bricks that vary, not their weight of 100 pounds. 11. How far can you walk into the woods?
How far can you? Until you're tired?
If you're brave enough to walk into the woods by yourself, you'll learn that you can walk halfway into the woods. Once you pass the halfway mark, you're technically walking out of the woods. Or running, depending on what crazy stuff you find in there. You've seen the Blair Witch Project, right? 12. Think you're a whiz at math? Let's see if you can answer this question. How much dirt is there in a 14 by 12 by 10 hole?
Nothing. There's no dirt in the hole. There's no dirt in the hole.
Okay, before you get a headache from all that computing, I'll give you the answer. There isn't any dirt in the hole. If it were filled with dirt, or anything for that
It wouldn't
matter,
be a hole.
It wouldn't really be a hole, would it? 13. Here's another math question for all you wannabe Einsteins out there. How many times can you subtract 10 from 100?
10. You can't. You can't subtract 10, 100. You can't do that.
Okay, let's walk through this one.
Highest number goes on
If
top.
you were to subtract 10 from 100, you'd end up with 90. So, if you subtracted 10 again, well, you wouldn't be taking it from 100, you'd be taking it from 90. If you took away 10 more, you'd be taking it from the new amount of 80. This means you can only subtract 10 from 100 once. Makes
So
sense, right?
dumb. I was standard algorithm,
14.
so.
You know how Mount Everest is the tall...
Sorry guys, I paused the video, but I'm used to standard algorithm. So highest number goes on top, lowest number on the bottom. Sorry guys, let's keep going.
tallest mountain in the world, right?
Mhm.
Well, before this mountain was established as the highest mountain in 1952, which mountain was the tallest in the world?
This one. Mount Everest. Mount Everest.
Racking your brain trying to remember what you learned in geography class back in high school? Well, you're wasting your time. If Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world today, it was the tallest 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and so on. It still existed here on Earth. We just didn't know it yet. Still hanging in there? Okay, I have a couple more questions for you to solve. You can do it.
Yeah, we can do it, guys.
15.
If you want to solve these at home,
Think you're a wordsmith, do ya? Let's try this question on for size. Which word becomes shorter after adding 2 letters to it?
shorter, shorter, shorter.
Wait a minute. How can a word become shorter if you're adding letters to it? That doesn't
Shorter.
make any sense.
Shorter.
Actually, it makes plenty of sense once you realize the word I'm talking about is short. If you add 2 letters to the word, specifically E
Does
and
that count?
R, the word literally becomes shorter.
I said
See? It does
shorter.
make sense.
Have
Do
it.
you know why it is illegal for a person who is living in South Dakota to be buried in North Dakota?
Does North Dakota even exist? Sorry if you live in North Dakota, but I don't think North Dakota exists.
You know that burying a person alive is against the law, right? Well, that's why a living person can't be buried in South Dakota, North Dakota, or anywhere for that matter. Nowhere in the sentence did I say the person had passed away. Therefore, they're still alive and well.
North Dakota is a thing, I guess. Sorry if you live in North Dakota and you're watching.
17.
Sorry.
As you probably already know, different countries celebrate different holidays. But if you're in England, can you still celebrate the 4th of July?
I guess. Yeah.
Last time I checked, the month of July does exist in England. That means they have a 4th of July, a 5th of July, and a 6th of July. It may not be a national holiday over there, but the date still exists. However, you may be the only one in
I didn't
England
get that.
craving hot dogs that day.
I didn't get that. That doesn't count.
After attempting to answer all these questions, there's no way your brain isn't tingling. I know mine is. If there's anything you take away from this, just know that sometimes things are simpler than they seem. Trust your common sense and try not to think too hard about things. You're smarter than you realize.
Okay, guys.
Which question had your brain in knots the most?
If you want to go back,
Tell us your
watch
thoughts in the
this
comments.
in mute so you can figure it out. Go ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Wait. Peace. Peace.